Okay, this is something different compared to the previous one. The three parts of a single phase system are designated A, B, and C are connected through other parts of the transformer. The ratings of the transformer are as follows. A to B is 10 MVA, 13.8 bar 138 kV, leakage reactance of 10%. B to C 10 MVA, 69 bar 138, and the leakage reactance of 8%. And if the base circuit B is chosen as 10 MVA, 138 kV, find the per rate impedance of 300 ohm resistive lead in the circuit C, B, and A. Okay, this is the load. Draw the impedance diagram system, determine the voltage regulation. And if the voltage at the load is 66 kV, with assuming that the voltage input of the circuit is remains the constant. Okay, so there is a load, we need to calculate what is the input voltage and what is the regulation. Okay, so solution, base voltage. So we have to consider, because he has mentioned that if the base circuit B is chosen as 10 MVA, 138 kV. Okay, so this is 10 MVA, B circuit is, this is part, fine, this is 138. So I will write it as, okay, this is 138. Okay, 138 kV, fine. So we have to convert it A and to the B. Okay, so what is that? A circuit, A is 13.8, B is 138. Okay, so we know that, so LT is equal to ST rating of the transformer into, sorry, ST rating of the transmission line into LT rating of transformer divided by ST rating of transformer, because it is 13.8 and this is 138. Already this is 138 because we are considering that transmission line itself is the base. Okay, so 138 into 13.8 divided by 138, so we'll get 13.8. Similarly for the circuit C, this is ST, LT is equal to ST rating of transmission line is 138 into the circuit B to C is, this is 69 divided by 138, so we'll get a 69. So there is no change in the volt, there is no change in the values. Okay, so we need to calculate per unit impedance of the load, because it is given in terms of the ohm, so that is equal to per unit value in terms, because the reactance in terms of per unit is equal to reactance in ohm into ME base divided by KV base square. So this is in ohm is 300, MVA base we need to consider it is 10 MVA, and what is the voltage on the C circuit is 60, and because already we got the value 69 square, so I'll get 0.63 per net. Okay, this is the value we got, 0.63 per net across the C circuit in per net values. Okay, and having the reactance of 300 ohm. I have to calculate from C to the B circuit what is the value of the impedance or the reactance across the B circuit. This is in terms of, okay, this is, sorry, this is in terms of per unit, this is in terms of ohm. So I have to calculate this in terms of ohm to the across the secondary circuit, that is a B circuit. Okay, because it is mainly depending upon the voltage ratio. Why? Because this is working at 138 and this voltage is at 69. Okay, and this is at 13.8. Okay, this is at 13.8. Okay, so what will happen? This 300 I have to convert, this 300 ohm I need to transfer to the circuit B based on the voltage ratio. Okay, what is the voltage ratio? This is 138 by 69. Okay, you can convert what depending upon that how you are transferring from secondary to the primary side. This is nothing but 138 by 69 square of this value. So there is nothing but we will consider it is an voltage ratio. So 1200 ohm will get across the secondary circuit. So this we have to convert into a per unit. So what is the value in ohm I got across the circuit B? 10 MVA divided by what is the voltage? Base voltage is 138. So I'll get 0.63 per rad. Similarly, for the circuit across the A circuit. Okay, this is not the C. This is supposed to be A circuit. Okay, this is circuit B. Supposed to be A circuit. So already we know that this is 1200 ohm into the ratio 13.8 by 138 square. This value will get 12 ohm. Similarly, so we have to convert. This is also circuit not C. This is also circuit B. Okay, sorry, circuit A. Okay, so what you got? 12 ohm. The MA is 10, and what is the voltage across the primary is 13.8. That's nothing but 0.63. So you can see to that circuit C, B, okay, and A. This is 0.63 per unit value. So it is nothing but it is observed that the per unit impedance of the load referred to any part of the system is same. Okay, so draw the diagram. Okay, so this is a point one, means we are drawing the reactance diagram for the circuit. So okay, this is point one, point zero, this is point three. So what is the voltage? Terminal voltage is working at 66, base voltage is 69, so I'll get 0.957. So what is the load current? So this is the voltage divided by 0.63, because what is this? The reactance. Okay, the reactance across the world, the load is 0.63. Well, you will get because already we calculated in terms of per unit, right? This is in terms of per unit. This is a for the circuit, for the circuit 0.1, 0.02, all this. Okay, so we'll get 1.52 per unit. So we know that what is VI is equal to this V naught into IL plus this drop. I can able to calculate what is input voltage. Okay, so VL into 0.1 into 0.08 plus V naught. So substituting this, we will get 0.995 at an angle of 15.95. So percentage regulation, which is changing from no load to the full load, right? So this is also we know that 0.995. So this is there is a change in the voltage across the load. It is nothing but 0.957. So I'll get 3.95. Sorry, 3.97 is the voltage regulation. Let's discuss another one. Draw the impedance diagram for the power system, which is shown in the figure, and mark on it the per unit impedance calculated on a base of 50 MVA 13 kV in the circuit of generator G1. Okay, these are the parameters, component and the ratings which are given. Generator G1, which is working at 25 MVA 13 kV, subtransient reactance of 0.15, transformer T1 30 MVA 220 kV high voltage side, star connected, 13.84, delta side, the reactance of 10%, the transmission line 1 having a reactance of 60 ohm, T3. This is a bank of single phase transformer having the rating of 10 MVA, 127 for star and 18 kV is for the delta side, reactance of 8%, load L3. Okay, so this is something different load. Earlier we were not to consider that, so that's why I have chosen this numerical. So it having 4 plus J2 ohm. Transmission line T2 TL2 is of 90 ohm, and T2 it is 40 MVA 220 kV and 20 kV, reactance of 12%. So G2 is connected through via of L2 having 35 MVA 22 kV, a reactance, substantial reactance of 0.12 per unit. Load L2, okay, 3 plus J1 ohm. So let's see how to solve this numerical. So we have to first calculate the base values. So in the numerical, what they have mentioned is 50 MVA is the base. So given MVA base is 50 MVA. Then coming to that, the base voltage also is given. It is 13 kV. Okay, and once it is done, okay, so once it is done, we have to calculate what is the transmission line voltage, that is TL1. So TL1 is equal to, so this voltage, what is the voltage on generator G1 is 13 kV into high voltage side of the transformer T1. What is that value? It is 220 divided by 13.8. Okay, actually we have to consider 13.84. Let us see. No problem. It is 207.25 kV. Okay, this is the value 207.25 kV I will get across the transmission line TL1. This voltage is remains same as till here, and also it is same as the TL2. Okay, so TL2 will be same as the TL1. That is for the sentence I made it. Okay, that's fine. So this is 207.25. Then once it is done, we have to calculate what is G2 value. So this is nothing but LV side. LV side is equal to ST side. What is the voltage already we got? It is 207.25. So that is 207.25 into, okay, what is LT rating of the transformer T2? You have to see T2 transformer, okay? It is 20 divided by ST rating of transformer is 220, okay? 20 by 220 you will get 18.84, okay? That is nothing but new value we have got across the generator G2. If this is also 18.84, the what is the voltage across the L2 is also same, because it is connected other part of the transformer, that is secondary side of the transformer, that is the low voltage side of the transformer. Okay, so L2 will be same as the G2 value. Fine. Then coming to T3, we have to calculate. See here, this is different, that T3 is a bank of single phase transformer, each rated 10 MVA, 127/18 kV. So what is that? We have to multiply, in which side it is star connected, we have to multiply √3. That's why it is √3 into 127 divided by 18. We will get 220 divided by 18. Okay, ST side is 220, LV side is 18. Then we have to calculate what is the voltage across L3. L3 is nothing but this is LT, this is ST. Okay, ST, what is the voltage already we got? It is also 207. This part is also 207 into what is the LT rating of transformer? It is 18. ST rating of transformer is how much? It is 220. 18 by 220 will get 16.96. Okay, this is the voltage across the load L3, 16.96. Okay, so this is how we are calculating the base voltage for the entire network. So these are the new values. Okay, old values are given in the ratings, and these are the values we calculated by considering the base values. Then after that we have to calculate what is the generator reactance G1. Okay, it is 0.15, new MVA is 50, is remains the same, 25. Okay, 13 by 13 by square, you will get 0.3 per unit. And coming for the transformer T1, okay, so either you can consider primary or the secondary, or that's nothing but we call it as across generator side or the transmission line side. Okay, one and the same. So I am considering here it is a transmission generator side. Either you can consider the transmission line side is, if you consider it is one line, good, and also you will get the same values. Okay, so it is a 0.1, 50 MVA by 30. This value, old value is 13.8, but new value is 13. Okay, 0.188 per unit. This is respect to the transformer T1 primary side. That is nothing low voltage side. Okay. Then coming to the transmission line, so we have TL1 having the reactance of 60. The new MVA entire network is 50. And what is the voltage on transmission line side is 207.25. Square of this value will get a 0.07 per unit. Okay. Similarly for the transmission line T2, This is, we have the reactance of 90%, MEA of 50, and what is voltage 207.25, will get 0.105 per unit. Similarly for the T2 transformer, okay, the equation, this is 0.12, new value 50 by 40. The what is the voltage considering that high voltage side, okay, the transformer, it is 220. Once it is done the calculation, we got it is 207.25, will get 0.17 per unit. Similarly for the G2, we will get 0.12, 50 by 35. Okay, this is old value is 22, new value is 18.84. So I'll get 0.23 per unit. Similarly for the load, this is C, this is different. Okay, so this is what something different compared to the other numericals. So we have to calculate the ZL2 in per unit, that is equal to ZL2 in ohm into MVA base divided by KVA base square. So this is nothing but it is same as the transmission line. Okay, it is same as the transmission line. So what is the impedance? We have 3 plus J1 50 MVA. What is the voltage across the L2 is 18.84. So we'll get 0.423 plus J 0.14. What is this meaning? This is the resistance and this is the reactance. Considering together, we'll get the impedance. Okay. Similarly for the T3, it is 0.08 50 by, see here, because it is a 3 unit of the single phase transformer, so 10 MVA rating multiplied by 3, so you'll get it will 30. Okay, what is the old value is 18, new value is 16.96, so you'll get 0.15 per unit. Similarly for the L3 load, it is same as the L2. Okay, for point J2 means the process is same. Okay, 50 MVA, what is the voltage? 16.9 square, we'll get 0.7 plus J 0.35. So this is how the circuit is, and we need to represent in terms of the per unit reactance diagram. Okay, see here, this is the generator G1 having the series reactance and the source of EMF. Then we have transformer, then to the transmission line. This is what till here. Okay, then coming to this part, this is a TL2. We have TL2, then the transformer. Okay, then the transformer, then the generator and the source of EMF. Okay, where the load L2 is connected, just look at here, load is connected across the transformer. Understand, across the transformer means generator and the transformer side, so you have to connect it here. Okay, till here it is connected to the low voltage side of the transformer, that's why we have to consider the transformer here. Okay, this is having the impedance of impedance in terms of resistance and reactance. Okay, this is the resistance and reactance which is connected in parallel to the network. Okay, this part of the network. Okay, this part. Then we have transformer T3. Then the load is nothing but in terms of the impedance, we have resistance and reactance, so we have common path. Okay, this is connected to parallel, this is connected in series. So this is very important to draw the reactance diagram. So this completes the model 1. So we have solved different type of the problems. So you have to watch all the videos what we made it for related to the model 1, so that we will understand in a better way. Thank you for watching my video.